What's up, everybody? Come on in. Hey, good people. How you doing? How you doing? How you all doing? Thank you for coming in this evening. Where are you coming in from on TikTok? Hey, Taj. What's up on YouTube? We got Shania, Haley, Ashley, Joyce. Thank you all for coming in. What's up? We got Louisiana, Cherokee in the house. Texas, VA, Minnesota, Illinois. What's up, D. Akins? D. Aking. What's up? Thank you all. Jamaica in the house, Oklahoma, Raleigh, North Carolina, Australia, Atlanta, Philly, Georgia, Iowa, Brooklyn. We got Harlem in the house. Hey, everybody in New York and dealing with those coast areas, man. Everybody dealing with the flooding and the downpours of rain. Hey, man, we're praying for you. We are praying for you. Y'all know who that is.
Hey, y'all.
Y'all know who that is.
Mm-hmm. Ashley, I'm
the
so
infamous.
glad to know that you're doing better, baby. Love it, love it. Hey, Shania. Shania, I think you're the only one that ain't got your package yet. I did mail it off later, though, Shania.
What's up, Ashley?
Because we had to find another box for it. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Haley. What's up, what's up, what's up, y'all? What's up? I'm lounging around tonight, so.
D. Clark. Bloop, bloop.
What's up? What's up, sis?
Yep.
So I'm just lounging around the house tonight. So I got my hair pinned up for bed. Joaquin want to go live? Here I am. This is me.
We got Saudi Arabia in the house. Oklahoma City in the house.
Hey, David. I just text Swan to
What's
see
up,
how
David?
y'all were doing, to see if y'all were staying safe in all that rain.
Keisha said the hair is the bomb.
Thank you.
Tallahassee in the house.
Thank you.
All right, so look, if everybody's on here, man, we have moderators on TikTok. We have our girl D. Clark Curry over there, and if she comes in, it'll be Ashley. Graffiti, she's also over there on TikTok. So look, we're about positive vibes. We are about just bringing love, positivity, and good vibes. So don't come on, with any unpositive vibes. They're going to easily slide you out with love, like an old usher back in the day in church. All right. Same thing on Facebook. I'm sorry, not Facebook. YouTube. We have my man David Clark and our daughter Taj over here. David Williams. I'm just giving you a name, David. Man, my bad. David Williams and my girl Taj over here. In LA, yeah, we know it's past your bedtime. So look, let's get started. I see everybody see the topic, man. This week, for the people that know what we do, we've been dealing a lot with issues of trust.
Joyce, we heard. Joyce lives in California, and she said there were earthquakes there.
Yes.
We heard there were earthquakes in California.
Yes.
Yes.
Several, man. So, hey, we've been praying for people in all parts of the world, period.
Yeah.
Our prayers go out, but knowing that those types of things are going on, it gives us some more of good vibes to come on here and just be positive with people. Yes, my wife will have something silly to say to y'all, but we come on here with good vibes. All right, so we got Chicago, Alaska. I'm gonna give my wife some time to get back. She get something to drink right now.
I said, do you want anything to drink?
Give me something. Well, oh no. Yeah. So look, we'll get everybody in here. So dealing with issues of trust. Dealing with issues of trust, whether you are single, in a relationship, or married. All three of those things are kind of different to y'all. No.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So my question, we have somebody on TikTok saying, you know, trust is very tricky topic. Yes, it is a tricky topic. But this is the thing with trust. Where do the trust issues stem from? Where do they stem from? That's my question to everybody tonight, just starting out. Where do your trust issues stem from? How have you dealt with them, or why have you not dealt with them? History, and then, you know what? On TikTok, Alizé 1820 said it best. Yourself. For me, the past and yourself. The toughest person in this world for me to trust is me. Yep. Yeah, Keisha Clark said, let's talk about this. Yeah, let's talk about this. The lack of communication is very big. Very big. Kyle Wiley on one says, I think the past you go through, but what about your past? What about your past? You talking about your past childhood or your past decisions as a young adult or adult? How do them trust issues go? What's up, John? Baby, we got John in the house. Like the Way Ministries.
Yes.
We got my man John on here. John Hope. Yeah, the Hope and Dope Show. If y'all need a good show on YouTube, check out, man, with some positivity. Yes.
They see the okay. I want to make sure.
Yep. So let's be real about this. One lady on Facebook, YouTube says it's about her past childhood. And let me say this about trust. When you know you have trust issues, with us speaking now at our mature age and mature state and mature mindset, we really encourage people that if you know you have those trust issues, hold off on dating. You need to really get those issues down packed and get yourself whole, because all you're going to do is you're going to put all those negative issues on whoever you get with.
Chrissy made a great point.
Yeah, and it's not even their fault.
Chrissy made a great point about the history of her parents' relationship. It gave her trust issues in her current relationship.
Oh, most definitely.
So a lot of it stems from what they've seen in their parents' relationships, in relationships with other people, and how, I'll be honest, my first trust issues came with watching how my brother treated women.
What's up, Shanique?
How he felt about women. You know, how he felt about women, how he treated women. So that was my first, real knowledge of trust, which was with my oldest brother. And then really just bringing it all into my mom and how she lived her life, and my stepdad and all of that. It was like, so those were the first ideas or examples of trust that I saw, and they weren't good examples of what trust is in relationships or in life, period. Yeah.
So my girl Paige on TikTok says, I had about 2 years of rebuilding myself and my relationship with Christ before I could date again. That's big. And that shows a lot of discipline. Most people would say, wow, 2 years is a long time. But really, is 2 years a long time? Is it really a long time to get yourself right to a place where you can be whole for someone else and yourself and be happy? Or would you rather just rush through it and not deal with it and then go through 2 years of brokenness in a relationship that's not going anywhere?
Yeah. So can I say something real quick?
Yeah, maybe.
All right. So what I'm seeing on both platforms that we're on is that a lot of the trust issues have stemmed from childhood issues, from watching parents, from watching siblings, and a lot of that stems from that. And that is why it's so important that Grief recovery. And grief recovery is, I'm going to be honest, it's a new thing that a new type of therapy that people are seeking now so that they can dig deep and get to the root of it all. Okay. Because people who are going to psychiatrists, they're being diagnosed. And once they're diagnosed, they are prescribed with medication to help whatever symptoms they're having. Okay. Grief recovery is not quite that. Grief recovery does not diagnose, nor does it prescribe. What it does is it helps you dig deep. It helps you get to the root of the issues that life is causing you because you haven't resolved the emotions that you have been walking around with for all these years because of what you saw, because of what you heard, and then in turn because of what you did, the choices that you made. And that's why when I look at all of these people who say it's my childhood, my mom, my dad, and all of that, it's more so of I got to dig deep now so that I can pull out those roots that have taken place, those roots of dishonesty, those roots of I don't trust anyone, those roots of resentment, of guilt, of shame, because all of that is tied to everything that we deal with when we talk about having these trust issues in a relationship. So that's my, from just looking at the comments and where everybody says, you know, when Joaquin asked the question, where does it come from? Where do you feel like those trust issues start? And then it doesn't make it better when we deal with trust issues in the relationships that we get into, from the men and from the women. Somebody said betrayal. It's the lying. It's the cheating. It's all of that. So then it's like, well, dang, what do I do? Who do I really trust? You know? And then when you talk about trust issues within the family, because you were reared by a generation that felt like what goes on in our house stays in our house, and you couldn't talk about it so that you could heal, boom, there you go. Yep.
So in a way, you're actually reared unintentionally to be subject to that type of hurt.
Yep.
That type of pain. And then on top of that, when you see it being hushed in your family, guess what you tend to do? Try to handle it on your own. And you don't know how. No one can help themselves out of trust issues.
No.
You have to get the help to get the understanding, because your understanding is always vague and foggy.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the thing. I don't understand. Well, I do understand. We need to break the stigma of coaching and counseling is a bad thing or a negative thing. Mm-hmm. No, it's getting clarity. It's getting an understanding of why I feel this way.
We need to normalize this type of therapy, grief recovery, and counseling in the Black community, just like we normalize trying to take somebody man. And that's just being real about it. I ain't trying to throw nobody up under the bus, but too often in our community, we always talk about, I can take her man. Oh, I know I can get him. That's so normalized now. Let's normalize getting help and dealing with the issues that you have firsthand. Let's deal with that. Let's normalize that. Jay Black.
Or keeping a man.
Yes. Jay Black. Okay, she says the message on here moves so fast. Okay, Jay Black, if you'll ask your question again, we'll see if we can see it, okay? So that's my whole thing. It's so outside of the norm for us to get counseling, for us to be the ones to go in and deal with our own inner selves, that we're too busy dealing with this artificial, this cosmetic stuff that, you know, that we want to deal with, and we're normalizing all of that, but we're not normalizing for our community to get healed emotionally and mentally and stop passing these generational curses down to our kids.
Yep. Well, what's funny is we as strangers or friends or family will send tutorials. Girl, go check out this girl. She'll show you how to do these lashes. Show you how to do this hair. Or show you how to do this. How about, hey, go check out this speech by this guy that will help you with your anxiety, help you with your insecurities, help you with your trust issues, help you with your viewpoint of how you see yourself. That's what we don't do. See, we look at that and it's like, oh, man, get that stuff out of here. But we'll send all kind of stuff about, yeah, like my wife said, stuff that we've normalized that is not normal.
Yeah. How do you recommend putting the past behind you? That is from Keith Woolery Photography, talking about it.
Yep.
You gotta
accepting it.
You gotta accept it, because talking about it means that you truly acknowledge this happened to me. Now, how do I deal with the emotions that's attached to what happened to me? Yep. How do I deal with how I feel, or how it made me feel then and how it's making me feel now? It's all about talking about it. It starts with the conversation.
Yep. And I'm going to tell you something. God made me a man, just like every man on here. Can't change that. God made my wife a woman, just like every woman on these platforms. Can't change that. So why is it that we worry about what somebody else is going to think of me because I went through something? Their opinion of me can't make me no less or more of a man than God has already made me. But what it can do is me speaking freely on what I've been through, whether it's negative or positive, it frees me. It frees me, and hopefully it frees someone else, because we want to be a light for other people, that this is what you feel like. A lot of people feel like this when it comes to this trust issue, or they've been cheated on, or they've been, whatever. I'm the only one that's ever probably been through this. And you don't realize you're standing shoulder to shoulder with somebody that's probably been through the same thing, something very similar, and we're all standing around with our mouths shut. And we could be the key to helping each other get free.
But how do you get them to tell you the truth? It has to be somebody they trust. If it's somebody you trust, you'll tell them the truth. See, somebody that you trust, it will not take you but one time to sit down and have a conversation with them to where you will be able to tell them the truth. You will even be able to tell them, when I told my grandmother or when I told my mom about it, she didn't believe me because she didn't want to believe me. But my grandmother knew that it was happening to 2 other people in the family.
Mm.
And I have had that being told to me in grief recovery sessions with my clients. It's about them trusting that, 1, you are not going to judge me.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, that you won't make me feel any more shameful or guilt than I already feel bringing this to the table.
Yep.
And that's the reason why most people won't seek help. That's why they won't seek counseling, because they feel like they're going to be judged for one. They have so much shame and guilt that's attached to what has happened to them that they don't want to sit here and go through the whole thing that they went through when they went through it with their grandmother, their mother, their aunties, who told them, "Oh, you're lying, girl. That didn't happen to you."
Yep.
See, that's the whole thing. We're not here to judge you. We're here to help you walk through that so that you can deal with these things that are breaking you down emotionally and that are hindering you from truly, truly being everything that you need to be in a relationship with somebody. And that's right. We all live in glass houses. Who am I to cast the first stone? The baby, all my glass don't break. I mean, even if that rock tap my window, my baby, it's going to all the way across it.
Okay. J-Well 1231 says, do you discuss relationships with friends and family? It depends on who your friends and family are.
Yeah.
If you have messy friends and family, that's probably not the people to discuss your relationships with.
Well,
you have to be strategic. Even in who you discuss those types of things with, you have to be strategic. I don't care how much family loves you. And let me say this. If nobody in your family or friends has a successful relationship, why are you discussing your relationship with them? Just a question. Mm-hmm. Just a question. And I see someone on YouTube said something about, check out the zodiac signs. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't deal with zodiac signs. And I'm going to tell you why. Not that I don't say it's not true. Has some truth to it, some familiarity to it. But a lot of times people hang their opinion solely on zodiac signs and they use those as excuses. Oh man, I don't want to mess with her because she's a Scorpio. Man, she too freaky. Oh, she too bullheaded. You know, she's a Taurus. They're this. Well, I read that this one and this one don't match up. We can go for so many cases to say that they do match up. It depends on the two individuals, where they are mentally, physically, spiritually, and on the mature level, do they want to make it work?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I want you to answer this particular question.
All right, off of that, my wife want me to look at something.
Does it matter how you say something to your spouse?
Does it matter how you say something to your spouse? It matters. Everything you say to your spouse matters how you say it. Everything.
You know why I want you to answer that, right? Because what we're dealing with some couples with how you tell them, don't worry about how she says it to you in those moments. Yes. So I want you to kind of elaborate on that.
Gotcha.
You can seem just kind of contradictory.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted you to just elaborate on that.
Yes, everything matters to you, how you say things to your spouse. However, you have to know who your spouse is. You have to know that if you marry someone and you have a good relationship, they know that you're not saying anything to hurt them intentionally. For instance, I'm gonna use us for example. I love using us for example. My wife says I'm very sarcastic. She says I'm very sarcastic.
Okay, now but go ahead with that.
But let me ask you this. She knows that my sarcasm is never meant to hurt her, not intentionally. But what she does is she brings it to my attention to make me aware of it.
When he takes it, I think he takes it too far sometimes.
Yes. And this is the thing. Just because I didn't mean it for it to be taken that way doesn't mean her feelings weren't hurt or my feelings weren't hurt. So we can apologize. You can apologize, but it still doesn't lessen the impact of what was said to the person.
That's right.
So they still have to go through that process of, okay, let me process it. Let me get this out. I know he didn't mean it, but it still hurt because it may have spoke to something from their past, or they didn't expect for you to say something like that to put them in that category. So you have to be. So once again, everything matters how you say things to your spouse. My job as a husband and your job as a spouse, as a woman, is to love, protect, cherish, honor, and guard all these things for your spouse. So if I say something that hurts their feelings, most people can say this, oh, they're just too sensitive. Well, you married them. You should know they were sensitive when you married them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the approach and the delivery is everything. And there will be times when your spouse will come in hot. Okay.
Yes.
There are times when they come in hot. And when you're, depending on where you are in your marriage and in your relationship, them coming in hot doesn't necessarily mean you have to meet them right there. What you can do to help not heighten the situation anymore is hear them out, even in the heightness of their frustration.
Can I speak to the men?
All right.
So all the men look at me. Women, people from a peripheral. Men, sometimes we aren't the best communicators. Sometimes we aren't the best. We aren't the best at delivering our message or our feelings in a soft way. But when your wife comes at you with an issue and she comes in frustrated, check your feelings, shut your mouth, and listen to the words in which she's saying to you. If your wife got to the point where she's has to scream at you, yell at you, or be frustrated to the point she's crying, trying to get her words out to you, this is not her first time trying to get it to you. Get out your feelings. Start worrying about how she's coming at you. Listen to the words that she's saying to you. We'll deal with the delivery later.
Yeah. Because
if I get in my feelings, I'm not worried about what's being said. I'm going to try to match her intensity instead of getting to the bottom of what's going on. So as a man, I'm telling all men, Hey, man up. To be a husband, sometimes we gotta take that. We gotta take that punch on the chin.
Mm-hmm.
Not physically. I'm just saying, when she's coming at you kind of hot.
Yeah. Hey, Neil.
So don't worry about what she's saying. How she's saying it. Focus on what's being said.
Because right now, or at that moment, if she's coming in hot, it's extremely, extremely serious, because a woman who doesn't care is not going to come in hot. If she don't care, she ain't coming in hot. Yes, musically defined, love and apology languages help tremendously with situations like that. Yes, your love and your apology language. Yes, because here's our thing with the apology language. I don't know how many of you know about that, but I am a accountability. The apology has to have accountability attached to it. I want that person, if they come to apologize to me, why are you apologizing to me? And are you accountable for your actions and what you did? And do you truly understand that? Okay. Now, they do matter. They matter. So, yes. Someone asked Joaquin, does he ask for permission to go and hang out with the boys when he wants to?
Yes. Yes. I asked my wife for, I ain't gonna say, permission. I'm gonna say it. We don't look at it as permission. I'm gonna look at it and make sure there's nothing else that needs to be done. Making sure my wife doesn't need me for the night or need me for that time. If I want to go hang out with the fellas, especially if it's last minute, yes, I'm asking my wife, baby, do you mind if I go hang out with them? And if my wife says, well, I really want to spend some time with you today because we've been so busy, I haven't had time to really just hang out with you. Well, them fellas gonna have to wait. Period. Yes. There ain't no question about it. This is honor and respect.
Yeah.
I'm not asking for permission like I'm a child. I'm asking for permission because of honor.
Yeah.
And respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the men that feel they have to do this, I'm going out and you can't say nothing about it. Okay. She a grown woman. So when she say I'm going out, you can't say nothing about it. Hey, should hear a peeping tongue from you.
Yep.
And this is the thing. Ooh, thank you, Holy Spirit. If you're insecure and your man always wants to spend time with you when it's time for you to go out, I'm just saying. He may say he's not insecure, but I want my wife to go, baby, go hang out with some people.
Mm-hmm.
Go hang out with your friend. Miss me.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be up on you all the time. Mm-hmm. Well, when I go downstairs into our basement to watch TV or watch the game or something, my wife lets me have my time. When she said, "Babe, I want to watch this this series and such," and I just want to sit back and watch it, let her have her time. I don't need to be around my wife 24/7. Do I mind it? No. Do I want to be? Yes, in a sense, yes. Do I need to be? No.
Mm-hmm. That question right there.
So how do you handle when you're already overwhelmed, but she needs you to listen? Once again.
Bodini 601.
Once again, put on them big boy pants. Mm-hmm. What my question with you? I'm gonna balance. What are you overwhelmed by?
And does she understand or know you're overwhelmed?
Yes.
And are you balancing what's overwhelming you with family, as well? Or is it family that's,
Yeah, so before I just come down and say, put the big boy pants, it's always balancing what we say. So my wife just made some great points there. What are you overwhelmed from? Is it dealing with issues with her? Is it dealing with issues from family? Is it dealing with issues from the job? Because all that is separate. If I'm overwhelmed with dealing with issues from the job, my job issues should not overtake my wife's cry out or outcry. She's first. She's first, period. How important is words of affirmation in a relationship?
Big.
Real big. 0 to 10. We got to go past 10.
100.
Yeah.
Words of affirmation is
huge.
If that is someone's love, if words of affirmation is someone's love language, you have got to love them in that manner. Oh my gosh.
I'm going to use us for an example again, people.
Yes.
Look at me. I'm very confident in who I am. My wife would tell you I was called cocky, conceited, arrogant, all that stuff when she met me. But words of affirmation is what I needed once I got married. Women, understand this. Men, be more vulnerable enough to say this. I don't care how much of a man you think you are. If you're getting married, you don't know how to be a husband.
Right.
And the person that you need to affirm you the most as a husband is your wife.
Mm-hmm. And that's if words of affirmation is your number one love language. If it's not your number one love language, maybe you don't need it. But it's always good to affirm the behavior. And I'm saying that because D.D. Brooks says, I think it depends on the person. It does depend on the person.
Yes, it does.
Because for me, I don't need words of affirmation. I'm good.
Okay. She don't need words of affirmation. But if she does something for me, what does she expect? If she does something for me, she expects, or I need to have enough respect for her to say, thank you.
Yeah.
Baby, I really like that.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Yeah.
That's
those
affirmation.
Are words of affirmations. That's affirming the action. Absolutely.
So just because it's not their number one doesn't mean the affirmation is not needed there.
Right. It's needed in all aspects, just not probably as much as someone who walks in words of affirmation as their love language.
Yeah.
And then back to what Joaquin was saying. Yes, that man doesn't need to be affirmed as a man. He needs to be affirmed as a husband. Yes.
Yep.
So yeah.
So what was the other question we spoke on? I forgot. Yeah. Hazel Cole said, yeah, everybody needs their space. Yes, everybody does need their space. Sorry, we're looking for a question that we just passed up. You found it?
No, I didn't. I don't remember what question we were on. I thought we answered it.
Okay. All right, cool. So yeah.
Another thing that is so important in relationships and marriages, y'all need to put these phones down.
Ooh.
Oh, y'all need to put these telephones down.
Ooh.
Y'all, when y'all with your spouse, put these telephones down.
How you supposed to be having?
Oh my God!
How you supposed to be having a date night with your wife and y'all cuddle up on the couch, supposed to be watching a movie, and you like this?
Oh my gosh, y'all better put these phones down. Get off social media when you are with your spouse. Get off.
I don't understand it.
Oh my gosh. You all into your phone. You get up in the morning, turn your back to your spouse, and get on a freaking phone. Put them phones down. Put those telephones down. I have 4 clients that are going through that same thing with their spouse. And that is what our session was about this week. Put these telephones down. It doesn't make any sense that your telephone is more important than you turning over and saying, good morning, baby. How did you sleep?
And that's, we have a lot of people that do get up on their phones because of their work, but that's still not an excuse. I'm not giving you no way out. Your obligation, your first job as a spouse is your spouse. As husband, your wife is your first obligation and responsibility. Wife, your husband is your first obligation and responsibility. I don't care if she's not woke. What do I do every morning?
He kisses me every morning and tells me good morning.
And guess what? Every morning I'm not feeling her. Every morning we're not in a good place. I'm sorry, I take that back. We're in a good place. Every morning I don't like her. I don't like her sometimes.
Patsy, go ahead and ask the question. I'm going to be looking for it. Patsy Johnson.
But guess what? I have to choose every morning as a husband to get up and do my husbandly duties and play my role. Good morning.
Wait, stop.
You
Go
want nothing.
on,
You
stop.
can wipe nothing off.
Move. Stop. Please stop.
What?
Come on, baby. You're supposed to be talking to these people about turning over and talking to their wives and husbands and saying good morning.
But who's my
Come
first
on.
responsibility?
Okay, I'm your first responsibility, but come on. I know. Come on.
Okay.
We love y'all too. Now I want him to get back to
Sorry, y'all. I apologize. It's my girl right here.
that is like the worst.
Do I pick up my phone in the morning?
Somebody's crazy on here. Somebody said she wiped it off. She.
Yeah, I thought the same thing, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all who she cheated on me with.
Maddox Loper.
Maddox.
He'll tell y'all
Come
in
here.
a heartbeat.
Come here.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now. So yeah,
That's
this
good.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is who I get cheated on with right here.
Hi.
Yep, he is the one that comes and sleeps next to mommy when daddy's not there. He gets on daddy's side of the bed and it's his. When I need some kisses, he gives me kisses.
And then he'll kiss her and then look at me and smile. Don't you look at me? And then she has the audacity when she goes out with this other man.
Love you.
Me too.
Mean it. Don't be wiping off his sugar. Don't be wiping off his kiss. Move.
Don't make no sense, y'all. Shoot. Not only does she cheat on me, then she spend my money on him.
I sure don't wipe his off, honey. I do not wipe his kisses off. Sure don't.
Anyway. So yeah, and look, this is the thing. And we're not speaking from books we've read.
Right.
Hey, don't start that. Or the years of counseling we've been doing. We're speaking from our personal experiences, not only in our life, but in our marriage and relationship ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, trust is one of the easiest things to give away and hardest things to ever get back. I heard a saying that said, you can give trust away by the buckets, but you regain it by the spoonful.
That's good.
When you give trust away and when you compromise trust, you give it away by the buckets. In order to get that trust back, especially with that same person or with yourself, you gain it back by the spoonfuls.
Mm-hmm.
So we've decided in our marriage, trust, peace, joy are three things we're not compromising.
Yeah.
We're not compromising that, period.
Yep.
And guess what? We don't care who you are. I don't care if you're family, stranger, friend for 15, 20 years. You are not compromising what we have in our marriage.
That's right.
I love you, but I love you from a distance.
Yes, but we need to go back. Okay.
We
We need to go back to the phone issues because everybody got this phone issue going on with how do you make your spouse feel like the most important thing as opposed to that phone and waking up. No, and I'm serious, y'all. I'm very passionate about this phone thing.
So can I ask something?
Yeah.
Do I wake up on the phone?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure we ain't dealing with that in our relationship. I want to ask in front of y'all.
Anyway.
No, seriously, I wanted to ask because if you say yes, I want to see how we could fix that now.
No, we fix it in the moment.
Okay.
If I feel like that we're at dinner and you're on that phone, what do I do?
Oh, you asked me to get off of it.
I ask you to get off of it, or what do I do?
Take my phone.
I take your phone from you.
I ain't paying no bills. Not this one.
So
hey, let me tell you something. When my wife and I go out, when we have date night, my wife's phone stays in the car.
Yeah, I don't
And
take my phone.
that's not by my choice.
I don't take my phone in because I feel like if he's taking me out, if we're going out on a date, that means that we've secured someone to care for our kids, right? I mean, come on. We have secured somebody to take care of our kids whom we trust. They don't need to be calling me, and I don't need to be calling them. So why in the world do I have to have my phone attached to my side and use that as an excuse as to why I have my phone? Well, the kids might call or something might happen.
The kids
ain't going nowhere.
Kids ain't no business calling us. We on date night. They have everything they need at that house or with that person.
Now, does Joaquin take his in? Yes, he does. Yeah. Because if the kids don't get me, they gonna call him anyway. Yep. But
if it's an emergency, one of us do need our phone.
Yeah.
But guess what? I don't have that phone out. If I take my phone out, we're taking a picture or something.
Yes.
So, and you have to be intentional. Because I promise you, my phone sleeps beside my bed. My wife sleeps in my bed. My wife in the bed. Phone, nightstand. My wife in the bed, phone, nightstand. So if my wife is in the bed, how do I not speak to her first before rolling over and grabbing the phone outside of the bed?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's just out of honor and respect. Mm-hmm. What if he decides the couch and the phone and games? Y'all need to get some help.
Yeah. How do you know? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I want to jump to this really quick question because he has asked a couple of times. How do I know if I'm being used? Is what you're doing being reciprocated? Is there balance in the time that you guys spend together? What does that relationship look like? Is it always an excuse for why they can't meet with you? Why y'all can't get together? Why? I mean, you got to look at. I'm not sure how we can really answer that question for you without knowing the whole situation and what's going on in the relationship to even make you think that you're being used. So that would definitely be a more in-depth conversation that we would have to have before we could literally answer that question for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I'm looking at a lot of people talk about these phones, and I have someone saying the phone is number one. It also, the phone being number one, or somebody your significant other, or your spouse feeling that the phone is number one, that sets up trust issues as well. Joaquin and I know each other's passwords to everything.
My wife set my password up. I don't even know how to do all that stuff. So.
I set up all of his passwords and everything.
Your time for that.
It doesn't matter to us. Everything that we have belongs to each of us.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how we do our marriage. We don't. There's text messages that I don't need. Joaquin, could you please scroll through there and find this text message for me and read to me what it say? I'm like, I don't know. So,
yep. So I'll be honest with you. Having locks and stuff on my phone just reminds me when I was single, and I was laying in people's bed, looking at the phone, saying, "No, hope this don't ring." I ain't got time for that. Ain't living that life no more. Mm-hmm. First of all, if somebody called my phone, they don't supposed to be calling my phone. Not only am I go check them, I'm gonna let my wife check them. Especially if you're calling for the wrong reason, you better be calling to get some prayer.
Yeah.
Or asking, how can I get one of these blended winter t-shirts? Now you calling for that reason, I got you.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, it has to be trust there. If you feel like, I don't understand why, and I don't know if it's just because of our society, I understand having a lock and passwords on phone just in case you lose your phone, hard to get into. Got all that. But wonder if my wife's in an emergency and she needs to use my phone. Her phone may be dead. She can't find it, but she can't get in my phone because she don't know my code.
Hey, I got one for you real quick. I want to give him one real quick since we're talking about this trust issue. Hold on. I want to give him a joke real quick. Okay?
Are you serious?
Yeah. What do you call a BJ underwater?
A who?
A BJ. What do you call a BJ underwater?
Snorkel?
Head underwater.
I hate you.
It is an old one. It's an old joke. But I knew he didn't know the answer to it. I knew he did not know the answer to that one.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Go. You ignorant. It is.
And then there's a song.
It's a song?
It's a song that says head underwater. Yeah.
Oh.
I had to.
And all y'all laughing. I hate y'all too. I hate y'all. That is stupid. Head underwater.
Head underwater.
Okay.
Head underwater. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. So there you go.
You stupid.
I gave y'all a joke.
Anyway.
Let's move on.
See, I want to put her out, but I need her for this conversation, man.
Yep.
Anyway. Head underwater.
Head underwater.
We talking about trust, y'all. Yeah, you want your trust, you can start there.
Okay, so we have a really, really good question on YouTube.
Man.
It says, okay, since we're on the trust issue thing, let's talk about when trust is broken, so you decide to get revenge. If you decide to get revenge, why did you stay? Why stay if revenge is what you plan to get?
Because once you get revenge, your brokenness and your hurt is still going to be there.
Your brokenness, your hurt is still going to be there. And then what does it continue to do to the relationship?
Yep. So now we can't trust no one.
No one. You can't be trusted. They can't be trusted. Let me tell y'all something. Trust starts with you, the individual. It doesn't start with the person or the person who hurts you or the person that you're dating. It starts with you. And that's why we tell people who are single, everything is going to start with you. Do I love myself? Do I trust myself? Do I believe in me first? All of this stuff starts with you. Because when you get to the point to where you can't trust you,
Period.
Then it's going to be so difficult for you to wholeheartedly trust somebody else.
Yep.
And you will always, always, always go back to when you were hurt because you still can't find it within you to trust you.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you, so Joseph Robinson on here said the best revenge is moving on. I was just telling a client of mine today, I said the best revenge that you can get for anybody that put their mouth on you is to do good.
Move on.
Move forward.
And be successful.
Be successful.
Oh, yes.
That's the best revenge right there. And move in silence.
Oh.
Move in silence.
See, when you know who you are, thank you. We had to go through something for me to get this. And I wish I'd have been listening to people when they were trying to put this in me. So listen up. When you know who you are, you know the value that you hold.
Yes.
You know the value that you carry. You know the value that you bring. So if somebody doesn't recognize that value in you and want to respect that, gracefully bow out.
Gracefully bow out.
See, this is what people know they got you. When they cheat on you and you act a fool. I can't believe you. You cheat on me?
You know what I'm gonna do? If somebody was cheat on me, You know what? I'm gonna be like, yo, that was smooth, my nigga. I mean, that was smooth. Give me some. Don't leave hanging. Come on, give me some. But you know what? I gotta go, man. That was smooth though. That was real smooth. But yeah, I can't do it.
My wife just gave me pounds. Told me she would give me pounds.
I'm gonna give you pounds.
I'll
be like, look, my ninja. Look. You did that. Now, I gotta go make some moves of my own. I'm like,
see, that revenge stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That revenge stuff.
That's not revenge.
Are you leaving? Are you leaving?
I'm not getting revenge.
Are you leaving?
I'm leaving. I'm good. We just gonna part ways. I'm gonna let you do you.
Oh. Yeah. So you gotta understand, man. This trust thing goes deep. And this is the thing. Once your brokenness affects someone else, now they have to recover.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do you have to recover and deal with your brokenness, you got to deal with the brokenness you've caused in your relationship and marriage and children. And now you have to buy your time for them to deal with the brokenness that you've caused in them. And this is what most people try to do when they've been hurt or they're the one that hurt someone. Man, you ain't over there yet. You can't tell me how long I can grieve.
Yeah.
You can't tell somebody how long they can grieve. That's not your position. You can't be the offender and the defender at the same time.
Yeah.
Play your role. If you're the offender, guess what? If you're the defender, that's your job to hold up your guard. If you're the offender and you all decide to stay together, it's your job to say, look, I am at fault.
Yeah, I own it.
It was my fault.
I have to acknowledge what I did. And I was the offender. I was the offender. I was the one that, was like, you know what? I did do that. I was all that you said that I was just in that first sentence that you just said. Now, you know what? I got to deal with the repercussions of that. Yep. And that's right, Joseph. If you don't heal, you will bleed on people who didn't cut you. And that's the thing about trust. Forgiveness is not for the other person. It's for you. Mm-hmm. It's so that you are able to move forward. And when we deal with trust issues, it is about forgiveness. It is truly about forgiveness.
And this is the thing. If you do decide to forgive someone, forgiveness is an act, and then it is about putting it into being consistent. Whether you forgive them short term, long term, you have to forgive them and give them the opportunity to show you who they are and who they're going to be. And I'm not going to micromanage you either.
Yeah.
Because if you decide to stay with someone, in my opinion, I'm not saying forgive them quickly, but just be careful and be wary. But at the same time, give them a chance to show you who they are. Because most people can put on the front if you're too forgiving too quickly. Mm-hmm. But if they do, then it's time to push on.
It's a process, Keisha. You said, so how do you heal from being hurt? Because first of all, it's not easy to do, and it's not easy to just walk away. It's not. And that is one of the things that I work with a lot of women on is, how do I just let go? How do I walk away? How do I choose? Listen to me. Listen to the word that I just used. How do I choose? Because it is a choice. How do I choose to leave or stay? And what comes along with it? The actions that follow after you make the decision to stay or leave are very critical. Especially if you are the one that is now the victim. Okay. If you're the victim and you choose to stay, revenge is not the answer.
Yep.
It's truly getting understanding to the why. Why did this happen to me? And how could you do this to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Secondly, if you choose to leave, leaving means that I look at everything we built together and say, is it worth me leaving this behind so that I can have peace, so that there's no chaos in my life anymore, so that I still know my worth and I can start rebuilding myself based on that. Okay? So Keisha, when you talk about it's not easy to walk away, it's not. And trusting is so tough to do after you have been cheated on, after you have been offended. But it is a choice, and it's about processing the information as to why. And then taking a look at the man in the mirror and saying, was there something that I didn't do that I probably should have been doing? And sometimes we don't know that because they haven't communicated what it was that you were lacking. Okay.
Yeah. Someone asked on here, do you, if you decide to forgive someone, do you have to stay with them? No, you do not.
You don't.
Matter of fact, if you're moving on, you need to forgive them a whole lot quicker. Because if you do not, in my opinion, you will take that unforgiveness onto your next relationship.
Or just take your time getting into a next relationship. But
Please don't jump into it.
LA is right. Even though the offender has made great strides in showing that they are not going in that same direction, that they're now turning over a new leaf, they have changed 180 degrees, you can see it. There are still moments that it hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And it
is still moments that it hurts.
Yep. And somebody said, well, you shouldn't bring it back up if you give them. I don't agree with that.
No, why can't you still talk about it 11 years later? I mean, we do. We still talk about it 11 years, but we've gotten to a point to where we can talk about it, where we can truly sit there and talk about all of the stuff that we've been through. Does it still hurt? Well, I can't just say, yeah, it still hurts.
Yeah.
It even hurts.
It happened.
It still hurts me when we talk about it sometimes.
So let me ask you this. Grief is grief. Dealing with pain and grief are the same things. Some people say, well, it shouldn't hurt you if it happened 2 years ago. If you lost a parent and it happened 2 days ago or 2 years ago, do you still not grieve that they're gone? You still hurt. Grieving is grieving. You can't tell you. It's no different than love. People say, I used to always say puppy love ain't real. Puppy love is real. To a 15-year-old love to another 15-year-old in that definition of love is no different than my love for my wife. Our love is a whole lot much more, but their love on their level is serious to them. Love is love.
Mm-hmm. Dee, I'm going to speak to that in a minute. Go ahead, babe.
So, you can't tell somebody how to grieve.
Yeah. And it won't go away. And yes, Ellie, you guys aren't there yet.
Oh, yeah. And I'm going to say that. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You guys aren't there yet, Ellie. That's why they don't like bringing it up right now.
Because
Because they still feel like that there is some anger there with you when all it is just still trying to get some understanding. It's not that I'm mad at you. You've changed a lot, but I just want to get out some of my questions that you are. Keisha and Dee, I'm going to talk about that. Go ahead. And I'm
going to say, Joseph said something. He said, you can't move forward looking in the rearview mirror. I agree with that to a certain extent. If I'm moving forward and I know we're in a good place, the farther I get away from it, the farther I can look at the rearview mirror and say how far it's going away. That gives me something to judge my growth by.
Yeah.
Because I can, at least the farther I get ahead of it, every time I look in that rearview mirror, it's going farther and further and further back. And if it's going further and further back, I should bring it up less and less and less.
But remember, when you look in your rearview mirror, some things are closer than they appear.
Yeah, sure.
Just how I say it. Mm-hmm. But anyway, okay, Keisha and Dee, let's talk about that for a moment, okay? And I'm telling Keisha and Dee, I think y'all are both females, right? Keisha and Dee, This is coming from a female perspective because I was the cheater, Dee. Okay?
Oh yeah, they missing something.
I was the cheater. Listen, I want y'all to listen to me very carefully because what we tend to do, and again, I have to say this is coming from a woman because I was the one that stepped outside, okay, of the relationship. Keisha and Dee, just because it's a man does not necessarily mean that something was not missing and that they are just a cheater. Because if that's the case, then I'm just a cheater. Because I told Joaquin there was nothing missing, and I meant that. I meant for me, I stepped outside because I felt like I could get away with it. That's why I stepped out, Keisha and Dee.
And this is what you were. That's what you were accustomed to.
That's what I was accustomed to. Okay, that's what I saw growing up. That's what I knew. I knew adultery. I knew cheating. See, I knew all of that from watching my family, just my family tree. Period. That's what I saw. Okay, so when Joaquin called me, when he read the text messages and all that kind of stuff, you know what? I told him, and he says, "What did I do? Why? Why me?" I said, "Because I felt like I could get away with it, and you would never find out." And I told him it was nothing for me. It was nothing that he wasn't doing. Joaquin was great, but let me tell you, Keisha and Dee, because y'all are females, and this is, just basically you feel like these are facts. That what if nothing was missing and they're just a cheater? Not everybody is just a cheater. What's in them is going to come out of them until they are challenged by either their significant other or by what God is putting in them to transform them from the inside out. I could not have changed from being a cheater and an adulterer until God came into my life the way he did. And the reason God came into my life the way he did was because of my husband. Did it take some convicting? Absolutely. Were there some things that I needed to hear, that I needed to have said to me? Absolutely. But I'm here to tell you, it's not that they're just a cheater. What we got to do is we got to start digging deeper. That man got something greater in him. That woman got something greater in her than just being a cheater. But if that greatness is not pulled out of her in the midst, or out of him or out of her in the midst of all of this turmoil that's going on in your relationship, in your marriage, it'll never shift for them. And all they will ever know is that I will be blamed. I will always be called that person. And a person cannot transform when all they're called is what they have always known. Until my husband began to speak life into me, as much as I hurt him, when he started calling me that great wife, when he started speaking that great wife into me, and when I truly, truly gave myself back to Christ, is when I started transforming. I don't feel like Joaquin was missing I was missing anything from Joaquin. I just felt like I could. So no, we have to pull things out of people sometimes. Yep. And it truly takes us to do that. Is it emotionally draining? Absolutely.
Yeah, and you have to want to be out of it. You have to want to leave those things. And
then that man or that woman, that man or that woman that is struggling with that, shoot, they don't want to be walking in that all their life. They really don't. Yep. Y'all, they really don't, y'all. Like for real. For real, they don't. So, but they just want somebody to believe in them enough. That's all they want.
So Sunstorm asked, how do you get them to trust you if that was your past and you have God in your life now?
My consistent change in who I was. It was consistent. It was consistency on my part. It was consistency on truly showing Joaquin that God was working in me and through me. Mm-hmm. It was consistency.
And then they have to want to.
Yes, we started some of the best practices for our marriage when we were in the trenches. I don't leave home. I'm not going home for 2 hours without calling my husband, letting him know I'm okay. That I don't. We call each other to make sure that we're okay. Which direction are you going in? Don't go in the same direction. Come home. We do all that. We started setting up things in our marriage that were going to create a healthy marriage for us. That was going to create an open line of communication between us. Well, I don't have to hide anything.
William Gatley, we love you too, man.
I don't have to do any of that. So, yeah.
We love y'all too.
Yep. So I definitely wanted to speak that to you too, Dee Dee and Keisha, because I was on with a client here recently, and they are going through the same thing that Joaquin and I went through. And
can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hold a thought. Yeah. There are a few people in here that have asked, can you reach out to us? Please, D Clark, please put our website in the comments, please. It's www.blendedandwinning.com. Blendedandwinning.com. You can reach out to us, email us, and we can set something up.
It's called the Let's Chat box at the bottom of the home page. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I apologize. Go ahead. You dealing with some couples?
Yeah. So I was talking to a couple, Dee Dee and Keisha. I was talking to a couple. No, not the couple. I was talking to the wife this week on her one-on-one, and they're going through the same thing that Joaquin and I went through in our marriage, but opposite. It was the husband and not her. And she said, Stacy, she says, what drew me to you and your husband was the fact that it was you. It wasn't Joaquin. She said, it's very rare that you find a woman that has stepped outside of a marriage. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's very rare that you find them open the way we are. Because when you get into a lot of the relationships, you find out that it has happened. Mm-hmm. It's very rare that you find a couple as us, especially with the man being the one cool with, talking about being cheated on. There are plenty of them out there. A lot of times they just don't get spoken about or revealed.
Yeah.
So it is different for us to be I guess what society has said is backwards. But it happens in many relationships, unfortunately.
It happens more than you know. Mm-hmm. And if you chose to stay, I'm just gonna say this, and it's just my opinion, like it or not, it's just my opinion. I'm privy to that, okay? I am, right? I'm privy to my opinion, right?
Yes, baby.
Okay,
you are.
If you chose to stay and you went out there and you got revenge, stop throwing that mess up in that person's face. Because now you stand the same chance of them throwing it back up in yours. Because now you both have violated the marriage. And now y'all both have got to humble yourselves and come together and choose to be happy, to be healthy, and to be emotionally stable in your relationships. Because revenge does not fix anything. It's 10 times out of 10, it's only going to make the situation worse. So, if you got out there and you got revenge, don't do that. No, because you're being very contradictory and you're setting a double standard. So that's just my opinion.
See, these are people that I love to talk to because I love to challenge them. And whoever the user is said that so much was missing in my marriage, it made me step out. I don't deal with that. If so much was missing in your marriage, it's probably missing before you got married. That's just my opinion. I don't know all the situation. But if all that was missing and it made you that bad to make you step out, you should have left before you stepped out. Mm-hmm. It's my opinion. Don't give me an excuse of, okay, if you are a parent and your child is so bad, may have autism or may have cancer, and it got so bad, are you going to stop being a parent? You're not going to leave your child. You're not going to give up on that. We tolerate what we want to tolerate.
Yeah.
And we get to a point where we do what we want to do because it makes you and your flesh feel good in the moment. And if you cheated on your spouse and it was so good that you cheated, why you didn't leave them for the person you cheated with? If it was so good. See, I like to challenge people. So when you come on here saying, it was this and that may be your truth. That may be your truth. But in my opinion, I'm privy to that, right?
You are so privy to that, baby.
In my opinion, that's your immature opinion and excuse.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But Keisha, you in it now.
Yeah, you in it now. Yeah. You in it now, and now the kid doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you end up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I told Joaquin, I said,
oh yeah. Hey, let me tell y'all something. I just realized this. 11
years.
11 years later. I wish 10 years. I wish I'd have known this then.
So I've always I pray a lot. Me and God have like really in-depth conversations because I'm real serious with him about my marriage.
Now
okay?
I'm
real serious with him about
praying.
Marriage. Okay. So me and God was having these conversations, and I used to always, tell him, I was like, God, look, I don't go looking for stuff in my husband's phone. I don't go looking for stuff. I just don't. Okay. Because I have always prayed to God, and in our conversations, I've said, if my husband is out there doing anything, God, I need it to come to my front door. I don't need to go looking for it. I want it to go and ring my doorbell. I want her to call me up and say, Stacey, hey, this Shirley. I want to talk to you about, who, like, yeah, I know who. His name is Joaquin. Like, I want it to just right here in my face.
You know what's funny?
I ain't gotta go look for that.
Both our mama name is Shirley.
I want it to come to my front door, okay? And I've always prayed that prayer. And I said, if he did step out there, God, and a baby was made in the midst of that, and that woman just never said anything, and here we are 10 years later, I'm going to love that child as though I've always known about that child from day one. Because you know what? It wasn't that child's fault. Now I'm going to have a conversation with Joaquin about the fact that this is his child. But I really don't think there's going to be any, like, okay. Yeah, woman to woman. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Someone just said on here something I definitely do not agree with. And a lot of people do this. A lot of marriages do this, and you see the ramifications of it 25, 30 years later.
What is that?
Someone said a reason to stay is because of the kids. And I could not disagree with you more.
Oh my God, no.
I mean, I stand firm on this.
Mm-mm.
I'm not. The kids are hurt so much more when people try to stay for the kids, and it's dysfunction.
Yes.
That's gonna create so much trust issues with the kids.
Yes.
Oh my God! Because you're trying to now keep up an image or stay together because the kids deserve it. No, the kids deserve you all to be faithful to each other so they can see a healthy marriage.
Yeah.
But now kids are smarter than, not now, but kids have always been smarter than we parents give them credit.
For.
And they see things that we think they don't see. And now when your child turns 18, 19 years old, or however many kids you have, and they tell you, Mom and Dad, we knew y'all had been happy since we were 11 and 12. We used to see y'all fight. We used to hear you do this. We know you ain't done this. So now all those disingenuous feelings and issues have been set up in the child.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then on top of this, once the child is gone out of the house and there's no love there, you still probably go get divorced.
Yep.
So I promise you, man, yes, please. Yeah, man, please. The worst thing you can do is stay because of the children.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing. If you go ahead and if you all are that bad and y'all separate and y'all find peace within each other, you all could co-parent better than you did parenting together. And have more balance that way because there was just too much turmoil and friction inside of the marriage.
And we're finding now today that divorcees are co-parenting a whole lot better than they parented when they were married. Mm-hmm. Co-parenting is just so much better. So don't stay in it for them kids. No, do not stay in it for the kids.
But I will say this: if you even contemplate that, make sure you have put forth 100% of effort trying to save your marriage. Yeah. Because me personally, I believe every and any marriage can be salvaged. I do. But it takes two people working at it.
Yeah.
It takes two people working at it.
Yeah, because we weren't supposed to make it, y'all.
My wife and I, we weren't supposed to get together.
We weren't supposed to make it. I'm not gonna lie. And that's how we know, we truly believe that any marriage can be salvaged.
Yeah.
It can.
Yeah, and we mean that. When I tell you our past, we're not supposed to be together. Let's only marry.
Married
or happily
together,
married.
Happily married or anything.
Yeah, please.
We not based on when you take a look at his life, my life coming up, where we came up, how we came up, what we saw, what we heard, what we did. These two people, no, but God, but work, but us truly believing in what we have, believing in each other. Do we not like each other? A lot of days, I don't like him.
She don't like me now.
I don't like him right now. But I'm on this live with y'all. I am on this live with y'all. Trust me, y'all didn't see me in the first part of the live because I really didn't want to come on here. But
she in her own feelings right now. I'm good, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, I'm in my own feelings right now.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm not in my feelings right now.
It's going through the process.
Earlier.
You were.
I was in my feelings earlier, but
what I do earlier?
But this ain't got nothing to do earlier.
Oh, you said something?
Mm-hmm. But anyway, love you too, Ellie Mae. Good night. But yes, it's work. It's work, and it's not. We will tell you are not gonna like your spouse every day.
No,
you're not.
But what they gotta do with love?
You are not going to like them every day. I love the hell out of him. I do. Just yesterday and today, I just wasn't liking him. And
guess what? That still didn't stop me from being a husband.
It still didn't stop me from being his wife. It still didn't stop me from kissing him this morning.
I didn't say nothing. Keep talking.
You don't have to. I didn't say you.
No. Keep talking.
Okay.
Keep talking.
I didn't stop being his wife today. I tell y'all that much. I didn't stop being his wife. I kissed him this morning. I said good morning. Look, he knew I was so mad at him, y'all. Joaquin didn't say much to me. I had sessions this morning. I usually don't have sessions on Fridays. I had sessions this morning. He made me shrimp and grits this morning.
Don't say that on here.
And my egg.
Don't say that on here.
He made my
egg
whites.
Be on here, Thompson.
Be quiet.
Jennifer
might be on here. He made my shrimp and grits this morning. He made me a egg white omelet. He made my coffee. He brought it in there to me while I was on my sessions this morning. He sure did. And he said, but he passed me my plate. He said, I'm sorry.
Y'all can call me what you want. Call me soft. Call me. We happy over here. And yes, I can cook. Cook well, too.
Mm-hmm. So, Max said he does.
my son said he does.
He does.
Yeah, after confirmation.
Yes.
And that's a great point. Within talking and joking around with my wife, joking around with her, I said something in the midst of joking that just hit a little wrong. And I could have gotten mad and said, oh, she in her feelings. No. What I said, she said, Joaquin, sometimes you go too far. Baby, I apologize. And then I sat down and let her go about her business, because no matter how much I apologize, I still got to stand on my business. And I said, I apologize. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and let her go about her business. And then I sat down and what was said still hurt her feelings.
That just wasn't gonna fly well with me.
So guess what? Have your moment. I'm still your husband. You take your clothes off to take a shower. I'm still picking them up for you. I make your coffee every morning. I'm still making your coffee. I knew you were hungry. I heard your stomach growling. I did hear your stomach growling in the bed. So I cooked one of her favorite breakfasts for her. Look, just because we're not liking each other, or you're not liking me because of something that was received or said the wrong way, doesn't mean that my role and my mission doesn't change as being a husband. And more men need to understand that. I'm sorry, more men and women, husbands and wives. Let me say that, husbands and wives, because men and women, husbands and wives, those are different. Mm-hmm. But more husbands and wives need to understand that just because things aren't going your way, your role and your position as husband and or wife never changes.
It doesn't. And I'll be honest with y'all. I mean, I was so upset yesterday. I washed dishes. I cleaned up the kitchen.
She did
everything.
I said, I need to make her mad more often. She cleaned up.
I cleaned up. I'm saying y'all,
this kind of work for me.
That's how upset I was. I was upset yesterday. I washed dishes.
Yeah, she hand washed.
I hand washed the dishes.
No, like, shoot, this kind of work for me.
I hand washed the dishes.
That's when I knew I was in trouble, though, y'all.
I had Maddox sweep the floor. Landon was helping me rinse the dishes. We sprayed the counters with Clorox and air. When I tell y'all I cleaned up.
I was looking like,
I cleaned the kitchen last night.
What happened?
I got up this morning and made my side of the bed.
Yeah. Now that's petty. I'm gonna tell you. That's why I went to cook breakfast. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That's why I went to cook breakfast. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. My wife never. We've been married 13 years. I can probably count on two hands how many times. Okay.
Yep.
Maybe if I had one more hand, I could count. But this woman don't I make the bed. She got up and in my face pulled her cover up, put a pillow, and I walked back in there. I thought she was gonna make my side too. Only her side of the bed made
my side of the bed.
I said, "Oh, she big mad."
I made my side of the bed. I was like, "Oh, he ain't gonna have to say that you make the bed this morning." I made my side of the bed. I showed you.
I went in there, started cooking, y'all.
Yeah.
And I had to laugh. I said, Jesus, how mad did I make her? Did she make the bed up and cleaned up last night?
Mad. Like, I would be mad, y'all. I would.
So look, no matter how much we love each other, we're still gonna do and say things that, yeah, you mad or not?
You mad or not?
No,
had he said that? Oh, that would have just.
See, sometimes you gotta learn how. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. You know, when the bear already. But when I handed her a plate, this is what I said. Here you go. I'm sorry. I said, I'm sorry. She'll say, okay. I said, well, you better smile a little bigger.
Yep.
So yeah, she was big mad, D. Clark.
I'm mad, y'all.
I'm like, what? I thought, you know what I started to do? I started to play that applause, that little applause phrase for her, but I didn't want to push the issue. You know what applause say?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you
want to
argue? You mad?
Oh my God!
I still have to do that.
Y'all.
But she was
on.
Oh man. So yeah, and this is what I love about our marriage. We don't mind telling y'all when we've had some little flare-ups. It happens.
It happens.
But guess what? I know for a fact what I would never say again, jokingly or not. Conversation like that should show up. They be like, why you ain't laughing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last time I talked about that, they didn't work out too well for me.
Yeah. So yeah, I was. Thank you.
Well, that ain't funny.
You. What ain't funny?
Give me shade. Don't give me shade now. But yeah, that chick made her bed up. I'm still tripping about that, y'all. Made her bed up and cleaned her side of the sink up. I'm like, this is real. This is real.
Yeah, we learn through the experiences. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, now Rolex. Thank you, D. Clark.
Yeah.
We love you too. We love you too. Yeah, a little attitude problem.
You said what?
Yeah, a little attitude problem.
I had a little attitude problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But and this is the thing, man. Marriage and life is real. The journey of becoming one is a journey of forever. So when people say that, hey, we're married and we're becoming one, or we're to become one, become is not a present tense. I mean, present thing. Become means we're working toward it. And we're working toward it every day. Some days we're both going to meet the mark. Some days when one of us may not meet that mark. So it's my job to be, when she's not feeling what she needs to be, it's my job to be everything she needs for me to be. And when I'm not what I need to be, it's her job to be everything I need for her to be. And
I hit the mark most of the time of being what you need me to be. And don't be sarcastic or funny. I don't need you to be that, because that's what got you in trouble yesterday.
Why you gotta say I got me?
Do I step up to the plate?
When
you need something from me, or when you need me to step up and be everything you need me to be, do I step up to it every time?
And this ain't me trying to get back into the doghouse, y'all. This ain't me trying to get out of the doghouse. My wife has always stepped up to the plate when I needed her. And that means if she had to be quiet, speak up, encourage me, put me in check. Anytime and every time I've needed her, she's been there for me. In whatever capacity that I needed her. So, yes.
Somebody said, just say yes, honey.
Yes. No, I ain't trying to rub it in, but yes, she has. And I'm not saying that because I tell you, one of my wife's most one of her greatest strengths is not her humor, is not her looks, is not her physique, is not her loving. It's my wife's ability to encourage me and push me farther than I want to go. Not farther than I can go, farther than I want to go. That's probably one of my wife's greatest strength for me. Mm-hmm. So whenever I've needed her, she knows how to encourage me. So yeah.
That's good.
And let me say this. If you have a spouse that is like that, be careful that when you're in a bad place, you don't want to listen to her gift because you're in a bad place. Mm-hmm. When my wife and I were going through our roughest times, I kept making dumb decisions because I didn't want to take her advice. Because it's hard to take somebody's advice when they're the ones that hurt you. And nobody wants to listen to anybody's advice of people that hurt them. Mm-hmm. But if you're big and bad enough and you have the gall to stay, then you need to have the maturity to look between the lines when it's time to look between the lines. So, yeah, that's what I would say.
No, we both been in positions with each other to have to say, I'm sorry. Because we missed the mark. I am not placed aside when it comes to I'm sorry. I tell my husband I'm sorry because it's definitely needed sometimes. So
okay. Thank you, Estranged girl. Thank you. She is hot. Thank you. She said she ain't getting them, but she is hot. She all right.
Yeah. It's not hard. I don't know. Is it hard for women to say I'm sorry? It's not hard for me to say I'm sorry at all. I say it a lot. Yeah.
Now?
Yeah, I say it a lot now.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Now
I say it a lot.
Now. Mm-hmm. Was it hard for her to say it then? Yes.
Probably so. Earlier on. Yeah. In the marriage.
And I'm be honest with you, I didn't say I was sorry.
No, he didn't.
No.
Oh no. I meant what I said.
Yeah.
I meant what I said. That was him, y'all.
And I did.
I meant what I said.
Yeah, I did.
What?
I would apologize. And I was sorry for the way the words made you feel.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep. But now I'll be like, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
Yep.
Humility.
Yep.
I'm like,
Yeah. But we have our moments now.
Yep.
And we never said that we don't. And we never said that we never will, because we do. Yep.
And somebody says this on YouTube. They hate to get I'm sorry through a text. I understand where you're coming from, but wonder if that's the only way they know how to say I'm sorry. You have some people that cannot verbally say things in front of people because of their pride. So their I'm sorry through a text may be the way they express themselves. However, if they say I'm on your side, if they say I'm sorry through text, their actions going forward need to also match that text.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
And then sometimes not saying I'm sorry or saying I ain't sorry, I meant what I said. It's definitely a defense mechanism. Oh my God, having your wall up. Shoot, yeah. Somebody said, was it a defense mechanism?
No, I mean what I said. So in the beginning,
it was how you said it.
So in the beginning,
Just period.
Oh yeah, it wasn't a defense mechanism. It was just that's how I expressed myself. Now, when we went through when we were in our bad place, a lot of the stuff I did was a defense mechanism. Because what I will say is, when you're hurt and when you're, or when you are in a bad place, your true feelings come out raw, and sometimes the words come out wrong.
Mm-hmm. And then, are you going to change the behavior? That's my whole thing behind apologizing. Don't apologize if you are not going to change the behavior. Then I don't want to hear it. I'm all about accountability, acknowledging what the issue was to make you say that I'm sorry or I truly apologize. I will work on that never happening again, or I won't, do that again. So yeah, I mean, I feel like Joaquin. Why did you tell me you were sorry? Why did you tell me you were sorry for this particular situation?
When?
Why? This morning. Why did you tell me you were sorry?
Because I hurt your feelings.
Okay. All right. I just want to know why he told me he was sorry.
Yeah, because my once again, what I said was not in any kind of ill intent or said in any kind of malicious manner or content. What I said was just joking around what we were joking around with. Mm-hmm. But the way it was received hurt her feelings. And once I explained to her why I said what I said, she said, "Oh, okay." But it still doesn't stop the fact that her feelings were hurt.
Why did you say what you said? I don't know. I was way too mad to even hear why you said what you said.
Because I told you I didn't know you was videoing it, and I said you're mine.
I still don't understand how you didn't know I was recording.
I did.
Whenever I come up to you like that,
I thought you said, "Oh, it's not recording." I said, "Oh, it's not on." Mm-hmm. That's why I was like, no. That's why I said you. Because I was like, because you're mine. You like, don't fix it now. And I'm like, I'm not fixing nothing. And I was thinking about what I started doing for you a few months ago. So that's why I said it. So when you did, I was like, what are you mad for? Okay. Oh, she was big. I'm talking about she was big mad, y'all. I'll tell you about the way she walked off. So once again, I told her, I said, I wasn't apologizing for what I said because it wasn't a joking manner. But was I apologizing because her feelings were hurt? Yes, because I'm the one who hurt her feelings. And at the end of the day, I don't care what you've been through as a male or a female in your past. When you marry someone, you marry them to make sure they protect you verbally, physically, and spiritually at all times. And sometimes we miss the mark.
You're right, Shania.
What Shania say?
Face to face, like, mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Hey, and when you're in your feelings, you can hear what you want to hear. Yeah, but I tell people, my wife will tell you, if I'm not sorry or if I'm not apologizing for nothing, you won't hear a word from me.
No, I actually deleted it. I was so mad that I deleted it because one, I didn't believe that if I'm coming to tell you a joke that you don't know, I'm not recording.
I thought she had missed the thing up. I thought it wasn't on, seriously.
Mm-hmm. What? Okay, y'all want to know what he did?
No.
Okay. Why? Do you feel bad about it now?
Yes. I felt bad about it yesterday.
Oh, okay.
You didn't think I felt bad?
No, I did not. I did not think you felt bad, and I didn't feel like you felt bad because you felt like you didn't mean any harm behind it. So I don't feel like that's why I didn't feel like you didn't feel bad about it.
Well, you weren't trying to find out if I felt bad about it. So you were already in your feelings. So what was the point of me telling you about mine? See, these are the kind of things you all need to understand. That there's a time and a place to have certain conversations. Once somebody is already mad, that's not the time to justify.
Somebody said, "Oh, way too invested now." Yes, I mean, and I'm gonna say I've definitely calmed down from yesterday, but it just didn't sit with me. And I mean, I do think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. I do. It was the association was just so off for me. Okay. So, and I'm gonna tell y'all what he said. Yes, I'm gonna tell y'all what he said. So I told him a joke yesterday. Okay. And granted, now when I look back at the joke, I can truly see. I can't see where he actually personalized the joke toward me. Okay. I still can. So my joke was who?
Don't tell him the joke.
Don't tell him the joke.
Well,
Okay. So
because you may get me with the joke later. You may get somebody else.
He called me a prostitute.
Okay, tell the joke. Tell the joke. I didn't call her a prostitute.
He said I was the greatest prostitute of all time.
Oh Lord.
He said I was the greatest prostitute of all time.
Okay, now that you put it like that, tell the joke.
You don't want me to tell the joke.
No,
you don't want me to tell the joke.
Now that you said,
called me.
Nah, I did.
And somebody said you did not.
Yeah, I did. But I told her she was mine. You see how you damn, bro.
So do y'all see why? Do y'all see?
But I said she was mine.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And then when I looked at it, I was like, maybe I've been proposed to 11 times.
Hey.
Woo. Okay. So.
Hey, forget y'all. Someone said, damn shame. Damn shame. Someone said he called her a concubine. Okay.
So.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Hold on. So.
Oh my God.
When you get on, how? Why?
Somebody said, whoa, King.
So I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on. I was like, how dare you say the greatest prostitute of all time? Me?
For me.
No. And then he says, but you mine. And I'm like, no, dude, that doesn't fix it.
Okay, let me tell y'all why. I said, can I know?
So here's why he said that, but still.
And I understand the association.
I wanted generalizing the greatest prostitute of all time.
But I thought, see, this is the thing. First of all, you can't move with the joke. So I thought we were in a joking mood. I didn't know it was going to turn serious. But hold on. So my wife knows because of our past, I didn't like certain things. Somebody said, take a bow.
I know, right? I should. I feel like I should now. I mean,
she did get it. But anyway, so a few months ago, earlier this year, I've done something with my wife I've never done with anybody else. One night, I ain't gonna lie, we had a good night. Woo! We always have a good night. We had a real good night. Michelle came out of her. Y'all don't know Michelle, but anyway. Michelle came out of her. And I took about 200, 250?
Yeah, about 250.
About 250. I took about 250 cold cash and put it on her nightstand and said, girl, thank you for last night. And she like, woo! I'm gonna keep on doing that again. And this happened several times since then. So when she made the joke about prostitute, I came back and said, you, because you mine. I didn't know it was gonna turn out like that, y'all. I didn't. So I was trying to be comparative in the joking moment. Somebody said, I understand now. Bam. So that's why I didn't, and that's why I said, you're mine. That's not gonna fix it. But see, all it was the association of me associating her as a prostitute that she heard. She didn't know why. So, she didn't know why.
Somebody said, I see why you went there. No.
See, what she say? Somebody said,
I see why you went there, man.
So look, and I've been doing that because first of all, my wife, she doesn't keep a lot of cash on her, but she loves keeping cash on her. So whenever we have some good nights, I put a little cash on her nightstand, and she be like, "Thank you, babe." So when she made the joke, I just said you, but I really didn't think it was recording because I wouldn't put that out there like that.
And I do know that he was just playing. I know that.
But still,
I know that.
It's the association. And I get that.
Right. It was the association. And I'm like, really, dude? So here's the joke, okay? Here's the joke. Who is the greatest prostitute of all times?
And I said, you. I said,
you didn't say you.
Yes, I did.
Okay, you said it like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, who is the greatest prostitute of all times? Okay?
I said, you. And she looked at me, I said, you mine? No, that's not what you. And I'm like, wait a minute. But that's how it went, y'all.
So, who is the greatest? Who is the great? Somebody said Miss Lewinsky. No. Who is the greatest prostitute of all time? Miss Pac-Man. Because for 25 cents, she ate as many balls as she could, and she died. And for another 25 cents, she came back to life and did it over and over and over again. She was the greatest prostitute of all time. Yep.
25 cents, baby.
Miss Pac-Man.
Ignorant, y'all. Ignorant.
Mm-hmm. So it's y'all. So yeah. Hey, so that's the joke that got me in the doghouse. Yeah, that's the joke that got him in the doghouse.
Somebody said, do a flip.
Like, do a flip. Yep, that was it. So,
but yeah, and that's how a simple, innocent moment can turn into something bad. Someone said, at least you made $250.
Yeah. I did. I should have woke up to something there, Yeah. Even though I didn't do anything last night, just for calling me one.
I made you breakfast right out of bed.
Somebody said you just gonna pass by that number 11 like you ain't say what you just said.
Exactly. We gonna talk about that, huh?
So, yeah.
She kept the money. Oh yeah, she kept the money. Oh yeah, she kept the money. It was her. It was her. She earned it.
It kind of hit different when he said that yesterday. When I'm trying to generalize it, and I'm like, me? No, not me.
So yeah. I can never generalize her. She's my wife. One and only. This is about you.
I internalized it. I have to say I did. So, yep. I internalized his answer. Because my husband can be a little sarcastic.
Boy, hey, stop, little boy.
Yep. But he said I'm his. So 25 versus 25 cents, you win. 250 versus 25 cents, you win. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Baby.
Well, hey. I mean, we're good though. We're good.
Yeah, we're good. And guess what? You take our time. Hey, it is what it is. 250 plus 40, you really won. 250 versus 40, you won. But yeah, so that's what we were, people. That's what we were. So in essence, I did call my wife a prostitute. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Mm-hmm. Does she live in Idaho?
No, you the hoe. Yeah, y'all better start having fun with y'all spouses.
Y'all better. Look,
I have to up the ante now. No, I don't, because right after I gave her that money, I bought her a massage chair.
Yeah,
So,
he did. He bought me a massage chair. Look, but we may be doing some giveaways tomorrow, y'all.
Oh yeah.
We might have some questions for y'all to come on and win some free stuff tomorrow.
Oh, now I can tell you what ain't gonna be giveaways before I put it on Facebook Marketplace. Okay. These right here. I got a couple extra.
Mm-hmm.
Got a limited edition. The Blink wireless headphone sets.
The B-Link, the X-Beat wireless.
I have a purple, this lime green, black, and a red one. And they gotta go. If you look them up online, they're probably going for about $450, $499. I'm letting them go for about $350.
Yep.
So anybody would like those, let me know. Still in the package, original package. Kept 3 for myself. My wife has a pair. I have a pair and I love them. Oh my God, they so good. Oh, already.
She said the purple in my hand.
Who said that?
Camille. And then David.
Camille, David beat you to it. He beat you to it, Camille. But I do have a red pair for you. Red, black, or
no, Joaquin does not smoke cigars.
No.
And our website is www.blendedandwinning.com. www.blendedandwinning.com.
Well, like I said, I'll let them go for $350. Like I told my wife, I'm trying to break the bank on them.
Yeah.
Somebody said the red is mine. I tell you what, Kim Kendricks, email us. www.blendedandwinning.com.
Yes.
Email us your name, what you want. Somebody just said black.
Do we have a black pair? Mm-hmm.
Right Girl 36, email us www.blendedandwinning.com.
Somebody said, what is it? It's the B-Link.
Turn around.
The B-Link X-Beat wireless headphones that I think they're new to the market.
Yeah, they are. They're the sister or brother to the Beats.
Mm-hmm.
I like them better than the Beats. They even fit better.
These things are so good.
Yep.
Those things are so nice. I have a pair. I have a rose gold pair. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we are definitely going to be doing some giveaways tomorrow.
Yes.
I think we're coming on between 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, between 12 and 1.
We'll see. Yes, 12 and 1. Well, I have a surprise for y'all tomorrow too. Mm-hmm. Yep. I have a surprise for. Well, I'm waiting for this guy to get off.
So Taj and D. Clark said, can they play? So this time we probably will let everybody play, even our moderators. Our moderators can play this time because we're gonna have questions that I think y'all probably don't know the answer to as well.
Oh yeah, and that is $350 plus shipping and handling. I ain't playing with y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, let me say this. Tonight I'm gonna have to leave out of my house later than I've ever left out of my house, other than for work, to pick something up, and I'm telling y'all on national what is it called?
Platform.
National platform. So y'all, my wife, if something happened, y'all know she's gonna act the fool tonight. All right. Okay. All right.
All right. Glenn.
All right.
You have to leave.
Yes.
Who you waiting to get off work?
That ain't your business. Whoop. Whoop, whoop. There we go, David. I got you, baby. I got you, David. Hey, David. Matter of fact, I have David. Make sure call me, text me, man. Text me, David, or inbox me. So I can get your email, so I can get your address, and we'll ship. I can get these shipped out Monday. Everything will be shipped out Monday because tomorrow is Saturday. Nothing will be going out. But like I said, the purple is already gone. The black is already gone. If the young lady emails me, Mackenzie, I think it was Mackenzie, and who was it? Camille.
Deidre.
The black ones are gone. The red ones are gone. So Camille, I think the red ones are gonna be to Camille. Hey, it ain't her business when it's for her. It is D. Clark. It is D. Clark. It is her business, but I'm going to pick up something for her. So,
yeah.
Yep. Hey, the lime green. Go ahead, email me, but I'm not going to say for sure because a young lady over here, Camille said she'll pan. She wanted them purple ones.
I know that's right.
I tell you what, you want these, you can get these too. I think you go for $375 for the limited edition. All right.
Yeah, because I mean, when people go and look them up online, they'll see that they're getting a pretty good deal.
Yeah,
you're getting them. They're going on Amazon for $3.99.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I know you're still sitting around our house.
Yeah.
And our kids have enough.
Mm-hmm. They the B-Link X-Beat wireless headphones. Mm-hmm. So we about to get out of here, y'all. I'm about to go in here and watch a movie and go to sleep. As my husband said, he finna go somewhere. Oh yeah, $350. They're gonna be. I'm gonna go for $350 plus shipping and handling. So just email me www.blendedandwinning.com. D. Clark, I'll let you know. My homeboy about Vegas has to get back with me. So I will let you know, okay? Someone said, I need that. I was sort of bidding one. Oh, that's how I want her, y'all. I'm just playing, y'all. Just playing. I went and worked out. Somebody said you look tired, Stacey. Yeah.
Yeah, she went to the gym today. She actually walked in the gym. My wife walked in the gym and it seemed like some energy was zapped out of her because she ain't been in there so long. It just. How do I send the gifts? We have a P.O. box on our in our bio. And I normally use FedEx with ours. Is it FedEx or
priority mail?
FedEx or priority mail. So that's how we're going to be sending them. 2 to 3 day mail. Because I think everybody that got clothes, I think their clothes came. Got there yesterday or today. I got a few text messages. That said, somebody said, "Can you drop the skiing routine?" I use cold water. Yeah, I have a couple of things that I use on my face. I'll have to show y'all next time I'm on here. Somebody said, "Can she purchase the Grieving?" We're getting the email, so we're gonna actually hit you back. You gonna hit them back tonight? Yeah, I will. Either tonight or tomorrow, I will get back with you, okay? Yes. But I do know for a fact that the purples are gone and the reds, if she emails me. Brooklyn brown sugar. So the stuff that's on the website are our signature t-shirts. I gave away a lot of clothes. Now, there are some I still have left because people didn't send me their email addresses. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, their mailing addresses. So I still have like a romper, a long dress, and some other stuff. But I'll start giving that stuff away. I'll probably have that online tomorrow as well. Hail Valhalla. No, I don't know what Dr. Squash is. But if you want to send me some Dr. Squash soap, I'll try it out. I just found this new soap called it's Buff City. Buff City soap. Woo, man, that stuff smells good.
They have all kinds.
Oh my God! I bought my wife like 4 or 5 bars. Woo! Nope. Hey. Shut up. Matter of fact, it's
It's not. They got plans.
oh, okay. Never mind. Do you still have that black dress?
Which black dress?
You know the black dress.
Gerald, yes, I do. I never did get an email from you because you wanted it for your daughter, right?
See, we remember.
Gerald, you wanted it for your daughter. Or your niece or somebody. I know you wanted it's that yeah, I had your name written on it, Gerald.
I've never heard of that soap. So yeah, I've never heard of that soap. Does it make you
Yeah,
I said
Gerald, look, I still got your post-it note, Gerald.
I said Bluff City soap, not Buff City.
It is Buff City.
It's Buff City.
It's Buff. B-U-F-F. It's Buff City.
Buff City? No, it doesn't make you buff, but it makes you smell buff.
Yeah, but Gerald, I still have your dress. I never got your email, sweet. Your mailing address, and you need to email me your mailing address.
All right, so look, I'm gonna check the emails and we'll get up out of here. But like I said, we will have those shipped out to you Monday. And once I get the emails and I will communicate with you all the way I need to, and we get the payments in and we get it sent off to you, okay?
And we do ship stuff off, and we be liking y'all to get y'all stuff ASAP.
ASAP. We ain't playing with people.
We don't be playing with people's money and stuff like we don't do that.
Cause I definitely know what you're playing with mine.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Hey y'all, I got bills to pay.
Thank you.
I got bills. I got money to put on nightstands, y'all. I need my money. Is that right? Baby, I just realized I forgot to tell you
it is. It's Buff City soap. That's what it is.
That you were petty this morning. Make up your side of the bed. I thought it wasn't that joker right there. So now she showed me that she can do it.
I ain't getting mad again.
Hey, she thought about it again, Kimberly. Our website is www.blendedandwinning.com. D. Clark, could you please pin that for us?
We love y'all too. We love you with the love of Christ.
Yes. Hey, David. If you have not already, I think we did exchange numbers already. I'm not sure, but put it on Instagram, and I can grab it off there. I can pull it off your thread real fast on Instagram too. Yeah,
Gerald. If you still on here, I can't seem to find your website, Gerald. Okay, Gerald. I'm finna put this email in the email address, direct email address in here for you. That ain't it.
Oh, it's blendedandwinning@gmail.com. I said blended and winning.
Gerald, I just put it in there. It's blended, the word and winning @gmail.com.
What is
blended and winning? No, AND, not the and sign. AND, blended and winning @gmail.com. All right, Michelle, you have a good one too.
Thank you, Michelle.
David, I got your email address. What is you doing? David, I got your email address. You just asked him about it. I got his phone number, everything for you.
Okay, got you. Got you, David. Someone on TikTok just asked for our Instagram information. Our Instagram handle is blended_and the word blended_and_winning. So if you go look us up on Instagram right now, everyone on TikTok, go look us up on Instagram. blended_and_winning.
And I'm putting our YouTube in there too. Joaquin and Stacy Loper. Thank y'all. We love y'all. This is my, I guess, handsome husband tonight. We are blended and winning.
And so are you.
We love y'all with the hoo-dee-hoo.
And bloop, bloop. B. Clark, thank you for tonight. Taj, thank you. David, thank you. Hey, we love you. We love you with the love of Christ. Now, let me go see if she want to argue.
Y'all, have a great
I ain't
night.
arguing with you.
You
mad.
Bye, y'all. Bye.
Bye, y'all. See you tomorrow.